VRC Tower, Stress 2025 Heavy, about 10 miles out, requesting landing clearance. We've got a bit of a chunky one today.
Stress 2025 Heavy, roger that. You're cleared for landing, runway 09.
Cleared runway 09, Stress 2025 Heavy, gear down, fingers crossed. Let's make this one textbook. That's right.
Excuse me. That's right. This one's got some heft. It's 2025.1.3, and we're coming in for a smooth landing. Let's check out the cargo hold and see what features we got in there, shall we? Introducing the camera drone. This is a new feature for VRC Plus subscribers. The camera drone is a fully functional drone that you can fly within VRChat. You can use it as an additional recording tool, or you can simply fly around with all your friends. Not an expert at flying? That's okay. The camera drone features a handful of control and flight settings that can change the way it behaves, meaning that no matter your experiences with flying, VRChat or otherwise, you should be able to get a hang of it. You can find the camera drone in the quick menu camera tab. But hey, don't take my word for how cool it is. Instead, check out some of this footage captured by our community. Well, that was rad. It'd be crazy if we had another camera feature, wouldn't it? Well, we do. It's the Camera Dolly. The Camera Dolly is a new VRChat Plus exclusive feature for creators who want a little more oomph in their camera. In short, it allows you to set a predefined path for the camera. Think of it like an in-client animation system for the camera, giving VRChat videographers a ton of extra power to do, well, whatever you can dream up. You can even record this footage without using external software like OBS. Oh, and it also works with OSC. This adds so much additional power to the camera, it's really hard to go into everything here. So instead, why don't we show, don't tell. But hey, this patch still has even more features. This one isn't a camera, but it uses yours. Selfie Expression enables you to use your webcam to add tracking to your desktop avatar. As a note, this feature is in early access for VRChat Plus subscribers, although it's likely it will eventually become a general access feature. Yes, that's right. This feature allows desktop users to track their facial expressions, head and eye movement, and even their hands. The system uses built-in bizemes and requires your webcam, meaning that it should work for most avatars with no additional effort required. Selfie Expression adds an entirely new level of interaction for desktop users. Wave to your friends, smile, give them a high five, pat them on the head. You can do it all, baby. Because Selfie Expression requires use of your webcam, and because everyone has a different environment and system, there are new options related to this feature in settings under tracking and IK. Likewise, because it requires the use of your webcam, you have to enable it here before it will work. All webcam data is processed locally. The image is never sent to us or other users. This does, however, mean that it can be a little heavy on some systems. Beware. Like we said 6 months ago, our goal has been to make VRChat Plus a no-brainer. We wanted to pack it full of cool features, functionality, and, well, value. Since we said that, we've added a ton of features: prints, stickers, drone, Dolly, Selfie Expression, and more. But we're not done. We're still planning new ways to make VRC Plus even better. But hey, wait, there are 2 big new changes that aren't quite features, but still deserve a big shout out before we get into everything else. First, the safety settings menu has been totally redesigned. You might have called this the shield menu in the past. Now you can find it under settings. This lets us stick more safely related settings all in one place without having to stuff them into a quite crowded menu. It makes our lives easier and yours. Another big one, instance settings. Instance creators can now choose to enable or disable a bunch of features, including emoji, stickers, sharing pedestals, prints, and the aforementioned drone. These can be adjusted on the fly after the instance has been created, and if they're disabled, all content of that type in the world will be removed. Likewise, world creators can set the default settings for their world from the website, which will apply to public instances of that world. Alright, that's a lot of stuff. Let's get into the changes and fixes. Added Thai language support. We reduced voice latency by a fairly significant amount, around 250 milliseconds in testing. This should mean your conversations are a lot smoother in VRChat. When using the camera, you can now choose to make your camera the audio source instead of your avatar. Streamers rejoice. Hover states over the entire UI have been improved, making them more consistent across platforms. User detail status, trust rank, and age verification are now inside a field that can be scrolled through, giving the section a little more room. This is useful for languages that needed the space. Fixed being able to sit in stations on distance or personal space hidden avatars. If you're in a station on an avatar, you'll now be removed from the station if that avatar becomes hidden by distance. Improve the visual quality of the loading screen and a couple other UI elements. Things are blurry. We called the optometrist. Fixed an issue that would cause others to hear a pop if you muted yourself while you were still transmitting audio. In some rare cases, the transparent microphone icon would pop up on the loading screen. We fixed it. Made a bunch of Fizzbones tweaks. Fizzbones now run in order of dependency. This means you can put a VRC Fizzbone/VRC Fizzbone collider on an object under another Fizzbone component and they'll run in the proper order. The max dependency depth is set to 8 levels deep. Fix issues related to when Fizzbone gravity falloff is calculated. Now it should no longer matter what position the player is when switching to a new avatar. The gravity falloff will be calculated the same each time. Also, a few minor performance optimizations for Fizzbones. Notification events on top of the quick menu should now always display the proper image. Fixed print images that are saved locally during creation. Fixed an issue that could lead to disconnects of spawning more than 50 prints in one instance. But stop. And hey, that's it. As always, a full list of all changes in the patch notes can be found in the description. Anyways, remember, always buckle your seatbelts on takeoff and read the patch notes. Now if you'll excuse me, I've got to get this bird on the ground.